Hello and a very good day everyone. So today we will learn on how we can use Python in Excel to perform data analysis. So under the formulas ribbon, we do have a Python feature. So this Python feature is an exciting tool where we can do a lot of things, but in this video, I'll teach you how we can perform data analysis. So first thing is, if you look over here we have a table which has employee name, employee ID, states, date, insurance claim and RM. So what I want to do right now is basically I want to do an analysis using Python. So what I'll do is I'll put here equal py and then I press tab. So once I press tab, what I'm going to do is I need to highlight this table to perform the data analysis. So I'm going to put my cursor over here. You see, when I press Ctrl A, it doesn't work. So what I need to do is I go to the top left of the table, I press Ctrl Shift down, Ctrl Shift right. And just like that, it will highlight the entire table and this will indicate that we will analyze this table. Then I put full stop and then I write describe, describe, and then open bracket, close bracket. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl Enter. Why I press Ctrl Enter? Because in order to return the value of Python, when I press Enter, it doesn't work. So I need to press Ctrl Enter. So once I press Ctrl Enter, you will notice right now it will return as a data frame. What is data frame? Data frame is basically a table. It is loaded in Python. So a table which has column and rows and it has the headers as well. So if just say I want to return the values, I need to go to the Python object and expand to Excel value. And just like that, I will have the basic statistical analysis of this given table. So we have about 292 rows. What is the mean? What is the minimum? What is the maximum? And so on. Interestingly, you can also do it to analyze a particular column. So for example, I want to analyze the RM. So I put here special bracket, apostrophe, capital RM, because here the RM capital letters. So close apostrophe, close bracket, Control Enter. And just like that, it will show you we have about 292 data. What is the mean? What is the standard deviation? What is the minimum? And what is the maximum? If just say we want to know perhaps like what is the sum. So instead of using describe, we can also use sum like SUM, open bracket, close bracket, Control Enter. So just like that, it will show you the sum of entire data. So when I highlight all this, it will show the sum of the data, which is 419810. So not only it can analyze a table, it can also analyze the particular column. So for this case, if just say I write here describe, so what it does is it will provide a basic statistical analysis of a particular column. So when I press Ctrl Enter and just like that, we have the details over here. But what if just say I want to know about employee name? So you need to write here employee name. You see here employee and name. So you have to make sure the spelling is correct and you have to make sure that the case is correct. So when I press Ctrl Enter, so you will notice that we have about 292 rows, 292 counts. Unique, we have 8 different items. Top being Kalai and frequent. Kalai is the highest with 40 data. But if just say I put here capital N and I press Ctrl Enter, you will notice now it will show error. Why? Because employee name, the name is small letter, N is small letter, but over here N is capital letter. So there is an error. So you need to make sure that the case and the spelling is correct. If just say I put here employee, instead of E, I put only one E, Control Enter. So you will notice still we have an error. So we need to make sure the spelling is correct and the case is correct. So I put here employee and Control Enter. And just like that, we have the data. So if just say I want to know for states. So I'm going to type here, I'm going to highlight all this and I write here states. And then Control Enter. So it will show me for the states column, whereby it has 292 rows, 8 different states, 8 different unique items. Top being Selangor and the frequent is 40. But if just say I want to know the count, that means how many states. So what I do is instead of describe, I write here value count. So value and then I put the underscore and I write counts and then Control Enter. And just like that, it will show me the data for Selangor, Perak, Perlis and Johor. So you can also do the same for employee name. So for example here, I write here employee name, Control Enter. So it will show us the data for employee name and how many the counts and so on. But what if just say I want to actually know for the sum of each employee name? So in this case, what we'll do is we will try to use group by. So what I'll do is I'll just remove all this. So if just say we want to calculate the sum like a pivot table for each employee name, I put here a full stop group by. And then what I do is, okay, since I've written group by, I need to put open bracket. So what is our bracket? Our bracket is just say employee name. So _, employee name, okay, and then _, close bracket, and then special bracket because we need to group by RM. So special _, and then RM, _, close bracket. So now what I want to do is I want to group by sum. So I put here full stop and I put here sum, open bracket, close bracket, and control enter. And just like that, it will show us the sum of each employee name. So let me just expand this. So this is the data. So maybe I can change this to accounting format. There you go. But if just say I want to know the mean, so or average, so I put here MEN, mean, control enter. So it will show us the mean or average for each employee. You can also do that for the same for other column, like just say states. So I'm going to write here states, control enter, and just like that we have the mean. But what if just say I want to know the sum, mean, max, and count? Well, you can also use the aggregate function. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write here AGG and then open bracket. Then after that I'm going to write a special bracket, okay, _, sum, okay, and then I'm going to write here maybe max, _, max, and then after that _, mean, and then after that _, count. Okay, so you're going to write sum, max, mean, count, close bracket, close the bracket, and control enter. So right now you will see that now we have a data. So for example, like Johor, what is the sum, what is the max, what is the mean, and what is the count. So interestingly, not only we can calculate the sum, but we can also show in an aggregate showing the max, mean, and count. But what if just say I want to show maybe the top 3? So if just say you want to show the top 3, so what you do is I'm going to put here sum, maybe by sum, open bracket, close bracket, and then I want to show maybe the top 3. So I'm going to put full stop and largest. So and largest means it will show us the largest, maybe like top 3. So and control enter. And just like that, it will show us the top 3 data. So interestingly, we can actually use Python to do so many analyses, whether we want to know sum for employee name, or maybe sum by states, or maybe a group that shows the mean and max and so on. So what if just say I want to do smallest? So you can just change here. You change here to smallest and maybe smallest 5. Control enter. And just like that, it will show us the smallest, the top 5 smallest or bottom 5 data for particular states. Showing this is how we can analyze the bottom 5 data. So interestingly, we can use Python to perform data analysis.